Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight, it's the second game here on this Wild Card Saturday, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Philadelphia Eagles.
The kickoff for New Orleans.
It's the second of our two games here on this Saturday as Super Wild Card Weekend continues here on EA Sports. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Eagles will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Well, this has been a quick strike offense all season long, finding many different ways to manufacture big plays.
They had a big playoff preview today in the papers, and it was about who would set the tone. Well, they just set the tone right there. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They begin with a run by Miller. And space tough to come by there as they'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Again, it's Miller. And he stopped immediately there. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here's third and 9. Open man, it's Palmer. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Oh, they're changing this at the line. An audible here to get a new look. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Going up top for Miller. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside handoff now, Miller. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now.
Here we go. Cougar 19.
They'll run to the wide side here with Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kendre Miller, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Saints respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Lutz with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to be brought down right there, so nothing after the catches. He's dropped at the 42.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And that one results in 35 yards. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
2 yards to go, second down.
180, 180.
Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
$63. Hey, crowd left yet? Tiger Hornet. Crowd left. Hey, let's go. Trim. Hey.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Throwing his Hurts. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll run it again with Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Shuck now to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Shuck to throw for it on fourth. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
180.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Saints. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of them. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And he slings one that's incomplete. But prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain.
It's 4th down.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down. It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll drop the throw. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Hurts to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3. There he goes, left side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. 74 yards rushing for him in this first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Roll! Hurt! Right there, hurt!
They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Kendre Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Saints 14, Eagles 13. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, nice move. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Great. Hey, Silver. Carlos, get him.
Hurts. That's complete left side to Gray.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
31 yards.
That goes for a gain of 31.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now back to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll get that out wide to Waddle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Go Silver, ready?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half. So this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 9 now from the 21. Here's Shuck. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer. 78 yards. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 8.
21. Eagles 13. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll be taken down, although there is a flag down. Will this stand? So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's first and goal.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Miller on the read option. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitor.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
it is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Throwing, Shuck. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the Eagles' 12-yard line.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
So nothing doing there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
They throw it out right complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Saints take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Eagles 13. Will Lutz to kick off 4-1.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles get a bit closer. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Olave motioning to the left. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss.
A loss of 2 yards.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
To throw now, Shuck. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Now they can't bring him down. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Danny Gray, 39 yards. And the Eagles take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
28. Eagles 26. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
10 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff, running left is Miller. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
Draw play. This is Miller. Gets around him. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They don't let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
They'll run with Devin Neal. Skirts by at the 15. Excellent job pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
This 2nd and 4. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
One quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
One man in the backfield, that's Miller, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Let's go.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is a big play in this wild card matchup, facing 3rd and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
This is caught. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Dances by him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
7-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 5. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
39-yard line.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hurts. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
63, 63, 63. Hey.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Chase Young drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Eagles send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And how about this? A fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
145 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. From the 21, here's 2nd and 3.
Set. 70 Lions.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. First down would have been nice, but now you get to kick the field goal, still go up 2 scores.
They tried to get it, though, didn't they? Threw the pass, got the completion just short of the first down. But you're exactly right. Run the field goal unit out there. Kick it. Put it through the post. Go up 2 scores.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll run. It's Miller. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Kendre Miller
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Saints have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Makes the score Saints 41, Eagles 26. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Grace. Hey, easy. 63. 180, 180. Hey, Michael Hornet. Round left, Yeti. Go Silver, ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now Hurts is, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Chase Young able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing on second and long. Hurts. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Results in a 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. He's going to get it again, just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.